Day 5, Chapter 2. In this chapter, we are going to learn about how to record a macro. So, we will discuss about the various tips and tricks about recording of the macros. Right? We will discuss about how to enable the developer tab and how to use relative referencing techniques, how to use macro security and all that. We will discuss about how to assign your macro, how to edit your macro. Friends, we can use two technique. We can create a macro with help of recording technique, or we can use VBA programming. So in this particular session, we will talk about how to create a macro with help of recording techniques. In the recording technique, friends, we can simple type macro name. We can assign shortcut key. We can define location of the macro, and finally we can type description about the macro, and then you can just start recording. Whatever you will record, whatever you will do the activity on the worksheet, each and everything will record in the background, and just stop the recording, and finally your macro will stored under the macros folder, right? And then you can run your macro. So the whole procedure I will discuss on the desktop, and I will show you how to step by step create a macro with help of recording technique. Thank you. So my first question is, what is macros? What is the use of macros? If, attention everyone, if you want to automate your task, if your tasks are repetitive, if same type of task if you are doing every day, then you can automate your task with help of macros. So with help of macros, we can create our own custom commands. If you want to customize MS Excel as per your company requirement, we can create macros. So macro is nothing, macro is a one kind of program. We can develop a macro using two techniques. We can create a macro using recording techniques, or we can create a macro using programming. Right. So I'm using MS Excel. In MS Excel, you can see this is my developer tab. Right. You can just see this one. This is my developer tab, right? So in the developer tab, we can simple click on developer, and here we have option called Visual Basic, macros, and record macros. So we have three options: Visual Basic, macros, and record macro. But before I start, how to enable this developer tab and how to create a macro in MS Excel 2007, 10, 13, or 16 version. So see, the first understand why macros is required. I want to just show you some functionality of macros. Suppose every day you download some data from the ERP. Like suppose your data is like this, right? Unstructured data. So every day you download unstructured data from your ERP. Suppose you are using SAP, or you are using some uh, PeopleSoft or Bond. Any kind of ERP you are using, right? So your data is not in proper state. So every day you download the data, and then you spend a lot of time for formatting. So to save our time, to increase our productivity, we can create macros, right? So see, simple, I will click on developer. I have already created the macros here, just I want to show you. So I will click on the developer, and I will click on the macros, and you see this is my, so we have already a lot of macros here. We can simple select, and we can run our macros from here, right? Now next, suppose this is my data, and we have one more data. So I want to search data from this worksheet to another worksheet. So this is my command button. I can click on the drop down, and I can click on the search, and you can see we are able to search data properly, right? So some macros is already written in the search button. I have already assigned some macro under this button, right? Now suppose we have multiple worksheets. I want to apply formula in this worksheet. I don't want to use manual techniques to how to use a formula from this sheet to this sheet. We can use macros here. Suppose this is my raw data, right? This is my raw data. Now I want to create a top 10 customer. So I don't want to create a pivot table every time. I want to click here and the report should automatically build here. This kind of functionality I want to develop automatically. Suppose this is my data and I want to sort my data as per our choice. So basically this is the objective of the macros. So now one by one I want to show you how to first enable developer tab in MS Excel 2007, 10, 13 and 16 version. So please attention everyone. You can just look at this. Steps to enable developer tab, right? So we can simple steps to enable developer tab. So first of all, we can go to the if you are using 2010 version, what we can do in 2010 version, we can click on the file. We can simply click on the file tab, right? Under file tab, so under file tab, we can simply go to the file and then we can click on the options, right? The steps are very simple. File, then click on the options. Under option, what we can do, we can simply go to the customize ribbon. So how to enable developer tab in 2010? You can go to the file, then click on the option. So file, then click on the options. Under option, this is your Excel option dialog box. So in Excel option dialog box, what we can do, we can go to the customize ribbon, right? So we can click on the customize ribbon. So under customize ribbon, you can see this is my developer tab. So in my laptop, my developer tab is already enabled, right? Now I disable the developer tab, and again I want to show you how to enable. So I will simply click on the file, options, then customize ribbon, and you can click on this checkbox developer, right? And then click on the OK. So now the developer tab is added here. Okay. Now next step. So just file, option, then customize ribbon, and you can click on the developer here, right? Now next, if you are using 2007 version, so in 2007, how we can enable this developer tab? Now in 2007, we can, here we have office button, right? Round side button. So we can click on the office button. We can simply click on the office button. Under office button, we can simply say Excel option. Excel. We can simply click on the Excel option, right? So office button, then Excel option. Under Excel option, what we can do, we can go to the file, then Excel option. Under Excel option, you can go to the top left corner. In the top left corner, you can just go here and you can click on the developer checkbox. So this is way to enable developer in 2007 version, right? So office button, Excel option. On the Excel option, you can go to the top left corner, top first option, and then click on developer checkbox. So this is the way to enable developer tab on the so this is a complete path. Office button, Excel option. Now the next step. So first of all, I would like to request everyone, please open your Excel first, and you can please enable your developer tab, right? Once again, I would like to request all the participants who join, just you can just go to the chat window and you can download this macros file. You can download the sample file. Thank you. Now the next step. I want to show you how to start recording, how to create, how to build, or how to record a macro in MS Excel. So in MS Excel, we can go to the developer and we can use this record macros, right? We can simply click on what? Record macros. So you can create a macro using two techniques. You can just click on the record macro, or you can develop a macro using Visual Basic. So we have both technique, right? So if you are using Visual Basic, you have to write a code for that. So if you want to develop macro with help of coding, programming, then we can go for Visual Basic. If you want to simple record macro, then we can go for this option. Remember, दोनों recording या Visual Basic programming के बाद ये macro आपकी यहाँ पे जाके store हो जाएगी, right? This section में. So now I want to show you the first recording. So this is my bill of material data. This is my BOM data. Now what I want to just make a copy of this data. So we can just hold the control key and then drag. Just hold the control key and drag. Control key and drag, right? So this is my 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I make multiple copies of this data. Now I want to record this macro on the first worksheet, right? So I will click on the developer, then click on the record macros. So in the record macros, first, this is your dialog box. So how I got this dialog box? I click on the record macros. Here we can type name of the macro. So the first option is what? Macro name. We can just use backspace and we can type macro name. Remember one thing. Macro name must start with alphabet, and the special characters are not allowed in the macro name. Okay, blank space are not allowed in the macro name. So I will just type BOM, means bill of material formatting. So BOM formatting is the name of my macro. Now next, I will move my cursor here. The next option is shortcut key. Shortcut key will help you to run your macro, okay? So what shortcut key you want to assign here? You can use any shortcut key, but don't use assigned shortcut key. Please always use unassigned shortcut key. So lot of unassigned shortcut keys are available in MS Excel, like Control A, Control plus Shift plus A, Control Shift A, Control A to Control Z already assigned, right? So we can use, just hold down the Shift key and press N. So this is my new shortcut key, Control plus Shift plus N. If you want to use any other, like just hold down the Shift key and press M. So now the Control plus Shift plus M is my new shortcut key. Don't use Control A, Control B, Control C, Control D to Control Z. These all keys are already assigned. Control plus Shift plus A to Control plus Shift plus Z already unassigned. Few keys are already assigned, like Control Shift plus L is all used for filter. So just understand, the first option is what? The first option is your macro name, and the second option is your shortcut key, right? Now the third option, the most important option, third option, location, where you want to store your macro. So we can click on this drop down, and here we have three options. So the first option is this workbook. This workbook means I want to store my macro in this workbook here, in this workbook, right? So what will happen whenever you will store your macro in this workbook? To run macro, every time you have to open this macro file. Without open, you cannot run this macro, right? Because this workbook means your macro code will save under this workbook. Now we have another option, personal macro workbook. Personal macro workbook means what? You don't want to every time open your macro file for run the macro. You want to uh, add, you want to open your macro automatically. On that case, we can go for personal macro workbook. So personal macro workbook means what? Your macro will open automatically whenever we will open the Excel file, right? In this workbook means manually you have to open your macro file to execute the macro. Now, what about third one? Third one is a new workbook. New workbook means new workbook is generally used for trigger kind of macro. So this time I want to just select this workbook, right? I want to store this macro. I want to create a local macro. I don't want to create a global macro. I don't want to create a permanent macro. I want to create temporary macro for this workbook only. So I will just click on this workbook and then description. In the description, I want to write some description about the macro. So uh, hmm, this macro is this macro used for clean raw data. Blank rows and column, right? Understand? See, this shortcut key and the description both are optional, right? This is optional. This macro's name and the location both are mandatory field. Both are mandatory field, right? Now I want to just click on the OK button. I will simply click on the OK, right? So I click on the OK. Now you can see the status. As of now, the macro status is record macro, right? Whenever I will click on the OK, the status will change, the label will change. और यहाँ पर होगा क्या? You will get macros in recording mode. So I will click on the OK button, and now you can see here the label is now changed. Now it becomes stop recording. It means you are in the recording mode, right? See, macro record only action, macro record only command. अगर आप यहाँ पे कुछ देर कुछ भी नहीं कर रहे हो तो it means macro will not record anything. Okay, so I want to create a macro for clean this raw data. So every day I remove first five row from this data. So I can select, I will right click here and then delete. One by one, A and B is not meant required for. B, C and D is again delete. We can select this column and apply this formatting. C and D and delete. C. Now D to G, delete. Then right click and then delete. Right click and then delete. Right click and then delete. So we have column number A, column number B, column number C, column number D, column number E, F, G, and H. So now successfully I'm able to remove all the blank columns. Right, now next We can delete the blank rows. But see, so many blank rows are available here. So what we can do, we can click on the column number A and control right. And now I'll click on data and I will click on the filter. So next, you can click on the part number and please remove. So I'll just go down and click on the blank and part number. And now click on the OK button. Right? So now we are able to select all the blank rows. And after this, see, so many blank rows are available, right? So I want to select this blank rows. Select this blank rows, right? Then you can go to the row ID and right click and delete. Just click on that clear. And now last step, I will go to the data and just apply format as table, and I want to apply this table formatting. That's it. And click OK. So this is my final shape of the data. This is my final shape of the data. Now you can look at this. So now next step, you can go to the developer. Still this macro is the recording mode, so I will just click on the stop recording. So I just stop recording, right? Now you can see this is my input data, this is my raw data, and this is my formatted data, right? So every day I download this kind of data from the ERP. So now I have prepared this macro. Now most important part, after stop recording, you can go to the file, you can click on the save as and browse. Remember guys, please save your macro. Your macro file must save with the Excel macro enable workbook, right? So we have two extensions. One is Excel workbook extension .xlsx, and the second one is Excel macro enable workbook XLSM. So we can just click on the Excel macro enable workbook, and now we can select file name, right? Whatever name you want, just select this one and then save. Okay. So now this macro is saved on my desktop, right? So the steps are very simple. First, you can go to developer. You can just start recording, type the name, shortcut key, assign the location, description, and then click on the OK. And after the OK, you can just remove all the blank rows and blank columns. And after that, stop recording. And then last step is file, save as, and please save your macro as a Excel macro enable workbook file. If you are not selecting Excel macro enable file, what will happen? Your macro will not save, right? So now I will go to the developer. I'll click on the macro, and here let me delete all the macro first. Just delete. Let me delete again. This again I want to delete. All the macro I want to delete because I want to show you how to just again delete. I want to keep only one macro, right? So yes, this is my, so yes, BOM formatting is my recorded macro. Now next, I want to run this macro here. So if you want to run this macro, I have already prepared this copy of the bill of material, right? So now I want to show you how to run this. So I will place my cursor here. I'll go to the macro and just select this macro and click on the run button, right? You can just click on the run button. Oh, I got some runtime error. Select method failed. So you go to the debug. Okay, so here I'm getting error. So what we can do, we can just select and then delete these steps. So this is guys VBA code. This is your Visual Basic code. Now I can save and then now again I want to run this macro here, right? I can use shortcut key as well. So view macro, I will go to the option and the shortcut key is Control Shift M. This time I want to show you how to run macro with help of shortcut key. So Control Shift M. Yes, it's magic. You can see. Just see this one. Just I will press Control Shift M. I will press simple Control Shift M. Right. I will simple go developer and then click on the macro and then run. Right. So basically with help of macro, you can save your time with help of macro. So we discussed how to create a macro with help of recording technique. And in this demonstration, we learn how to record your only the formatting part, like how to record, remove blank rows, remove blank columns, etc. Right? So we discussed about